guys to tonight's race in Amigos. It is the Circuit of Americas, and it is looking like a decent sized server tonight. There is 14 in at the minute, and hopefully a few more will join in. Looking forward to seeing how we get on around here. Track limits is always going to be an issue, but sure isn't that the joys of it. Yeah, it's going to be fun, it's going to be wild, and yeah, should be very, very fun. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to have a quick look at the standings actually, just kind of see where we are here. So John Dudley in first position on 92 points. In second position is Hamburger on 90 points. So he will be fighting very hard tonight. Only two, 1 point behind him is Ross Webster on 89 points. Then it's a little bit back on 74 points to Neil Massey, with Matthew Gamble 6 points behind him on 68. Then we've got Paul Ferrara on 62 points, so 6 points behind Matthew. Then 2 points behind him is Chris Tedder. 4 points behind Tedder. In 8th position is Gary Smith. Then 1 point behind Gary is Alex Theodorescu on 55 points. Then 7 points behind him in 10th place is Alex North. Then we've got James Franklin on 41 points. Guy Coonan joint 40 with Steve Tetley. Then in 14th position, 1 point off them is Tim Smee. Glenn Smith is 1 point behind him in 15th position on 38 points. Then at 37 is Jack Taylor. Then we have Lucas Diaz on 36, 1 point behind him. Then it's 4 points back down to Andrew Gatton. Then Dave Campbell is only 1 point off Andrew Gatton and coming up through the field. Jurgles doesn't exist. Then Filipov in the Aston Martin. Then the second best Smith around compared to Glenn, obviously. Then Antonio Asprey in the Ferrari there as well, and that is that, guys. And obviously Amigos Racing League and SGP if you want to get involved. So there we go, guys. Gonna be interesting tonight, some very, very close battles, and yeah, let's see what the guys can produce for us. Be very, very interesting. Mr. Shmee, did someone say drive-through? I'd say tonight safely there might be 1 or 2 drive-throughs if we are honest. But obviously we don't want that to happen, but realistically it is COTA, and these things will most likely happen. Now, let me see, so he's only going to set a lap time now. Right, I just need to get a few bits up here. That time is just way too big on that screen, so we'll get rid of that. And we have current position there. The lap time delta, of course, just last lap time. Not shown. Trying to find stuff, guys, that won't overtake it. Why the hell is this happening? Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da ba bum. There we go. Have to remember what I put in there. He's giving it a good old go. Interesting to get the camera angles. My first time doing comms and COTA in a set of Corsa anyway. And what, we still have a few minutes left of practice at the minute. Let me see what's going on. Fair play to him there. Jeepers. There's wee Matty Gamble. He should be quite strong in a great race last week, to be fair about it. Let me look at the podium results. So Hamling is going to be on a 15-second time penalty, with Webster on a 10-second and Gary on a 5-second. So that's going to be quite an interesting one as well. So 15 seconds for Hamling, 5 for Gary, and 10 for Webster. So let's see how the guys get on with that. So we're watching Matty going down the long back straight here. And he's getting a few practice laps in there. I'd say the Macca will be quite a nice car around here. There's the carbs that you can actually use here. Very low in the front. Oh, he was on the edge of grip there. Such a good track, this. Nice. Ross Webster's going to be drive-through city. It definitely is. 100% is going to be drive-through city. How many drive-through is going to be the question, or drive-throughs will be the question with this one. Literally 4 cars out there for the last few minutes. Matty's giving up anyway. Well, let's go on board with Alex for a lap. I was just enjoying the onboards there, guys. It's looking like it's going to be good. James Franklin, potato enthusiast. That's kind of racist. I prefer myself being called a connoisseur. Oh, and here we are in the 15 minutes of qualifying, guys.
Give it all you can.
15 minutes of qualifying. So straight away, it looks like Webster's going out for, as well as Franklin, actually. Or is that guy Coonahan? No, Coonahan's only going out now. Oh, no, it's Ferrari. No, it's not Ferrari. It has to be Franklin, yeah. The big bollocks himself. Ferrari actually could be quite handy around here as well. Mr. Gatton in his Audi. That's going to be painful, I would say. She's no Ashton. Hey. Wait for the guys to go around at the minute. Matty Gamble. Scary's only leaving now. We'll do a full on board lap for Franklin, and I won't be half embarrassing if he crashes. Oh shit, I may edit the name of this. Amigos. Let's jump on board with them now. That's how you do it there, and you go straight back into the pits there to chill out, get myself a chicken wing and relax. Great lap there. Well, Hamlin, of course, jumps straight out with a faster lap, and Webster here jumps ahead of him too. So the chicken wing might be short-lived. What can Gary do? Oh, look how hot the temperature is there, 41 degrees track temperature. That's going to be a disaster in the Hondas. Absolute disaster that is. But let's see how it goes, guys, because there is a long race ahead as well. It's not just going to be one thing. Gary's still up a bit of time there. But let's see who he gets on. So it's going to be interesting to see where he is in the mix here, because the Delta's obviously showing me something. And straight up to second, very impressive lap there by Gary. Can't tether answer anything like that. That was actually a very impressive lap by Gary there. Jeepers is after stopping. It's the kind of corner he's done the right thing, took it a bit wider to come back in tighter. In this corner here, it's a very kind of long, windy braking point, but he's done the right thing, kind of keep it as straight as possible to use the brakes, get the turn in. And this corner here is all about torturing that front left. And it gets a little break after this long right-hander into the quick left-handers. So at least the front left gets a little bit of time to chill a bit before sector one, where it's going to be a tire killer this track, especially with these temperatures, well above the working range of a lot of these. But good job there, in fairness, up to 6th position. Not easy with that car. On with Ferrari here, who's up a bit of time as well. What can he do? But he's going very strong out there as we go on board with him now. Jumping on with Franklin there now. Going with the helicopter through the first sector. He's doing that very well. Very nicely done through there. Mr. Franklin, though he's down a bit of time, he's not up where he needs to be time-wise. That's kind of tough. Grand job. So he's going to have to give it another go, but Ferrari here is up a massive amount of time. If Ferrari does this lap and gets away with it, could be looking at a top 5, top 6 position. Grand job, perfectly done there. Webster jumps back ahead of Gary as well, guys, off the screen. So where now does Ferrara go? It's not going to be as high as I thought. He's lost a bit of time. Up into 9th position he goes. It could have been a lot better for him. But then again, these tyres, they will be crying by the end of the lap. And Alex Norton now, who is, even with the time he's gained, won't be jumping up a position. We'll need to find a little bit more than that. He's lost a lot of time. Dudley, on the other hand, is up a bit of time. I think this is the curse of COTA being very, very worn as well. It's just you gain time by the end of the lap. Those tyres are crying with Ferrara off the track there. So the tyres get a bit of a break here down this straight. Tedder's up a huge chunk of time there as well. He's a little bit behind, so I'll jump on to Tedder as we get through. But looking very, very interesting at present, not going to lie. So let's see how this goes. So Dudley's still up about 2.5, 3 tenths. Okay, you can see he's starting to dance a little bit. Has nearly no front end at all there, and he's lost over 1/10 of a second. Can he gain it back here though? He's gone very, very tight. Missed that apex by a mile, but has actually gained back a slight bit of time. And how he takes these next two right-handers or left-handers. Well done, Dudley. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's what we like to see. Now he's improved a bit of time, but not enough. And Tedder's lost every bit of time. He was up nearly 8 tenths at one point. So Coonahan, Gahan and North are just thinking themselves, you know what, we're not going out. And as I say that, Ferrara is back in the pits as well. Hamling is quite comfortable out there at the minute. 4 tenths clear of Ross Webster. 7 tenths clear of Smith. And 1.2 seconds to Franklin. There's a huge difference in pace here this evening between all the cars. 3.6 seconds for anyone who's qualified. Wow. Perfecto, perfecto. Hamlin is still improving. This is crazy. He definitely needs ballast in his car. He's absolutely on it. Holy Jesus. Holy fuck, he's going to pull out nearly a second clear of Ross Webster. A 206.115. Dude is on another level. Franklin is up a bit of time so far. We'll stick on with Franklin. Oh. Smee is up a huge chunk of time as well. Now he's up about... I'm not going to say because I'm going to ruin it, and I did ruin it just even saying that he was up. Never mind. He's still giving it something though. He's doing a good job. He could jump up his position if he keeps this going. He's done enough to jump up one position. Yeah, he jumps ahead of Franklin. Now Alex is on for possibly improving. Northcat and Cunningham decided not to go out at all. But Alex is... no. He was improving, he's lost it now. He's back up a little bit of time. Nope. Wait, 5 minutes to the race start, guys. So let's run the Amigos race intro. And we are back here now, guys, so let's get on into this grid here now. Bum bum bum. Bada bum bum bum. In first position, Hamburger. Good man, Hamburger. In second position, then Ross Webster. In third position, Gary Ballymun Smith. Fourth position, Tim Schmee in the Bucktoot. Then we have James Franklin in the Ferrari alongside Mr. Chris, the Hardman Tedder. Then John Handsome as Hell Dudley. Then we have Neil Massey back in the Aston. Then we have Paul Ferrara, Alex Turdura Shoe. Jeepers, Matty down in 11th. I wasn't expecting that. Then we have Andrew Gatton in 12th. Alex Norton 12th, is it? Alex Norton 12th. Gatton must be still in the pits. Then we've got Guy Coonahan then in... Is Gatton in the pits? No. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Where is he? Did he just disconnect from the server, I wonder? But anyway, let's go for a quick lap. So this turn here at turn 1 for the race start is going to be absolutely epic. They need to be very careful, and then side by side coming through the first sector. You can just see how twisty it is. I'll slow it down a little bit. Like, they really need to be on it the whole way, and especially this sector here. The tyres are going to be dead coming here. So it's so easy to run wide here, get a track limit, as well as the whole way through that sector to get a track limit, as for some reason I've gone underground. But then we come downhill, hard onto the brakes, and here it's all about taking as wide of enough line and then coming back in, power on, down this very long straight for hard on the brakes. See that? Great braking here. But this corner here is going to be so easy to clip sausage curb and set yourself going off there. But track limits, it's what it's going to be all about tonight. You can easily run wide here. You can easily cut too much and run wide all the way around. But I'm going to go back to these cars as they're going to back going now. Yeah, they're all started. Best luck to everybody. Not that isn't either. That was a very quick fly around. Drive through is exactly it, Chris Header. So Hamburger's leading the guys away. Franklin wanting to get going right away. Very eager. So here we go. It's an hour-long race. Will we have a full grid at the end, or will it all be drive-throughs making the track? Maybe a 2-lap race. We'll find out. That's only second now. Once they get to that line, that is it. So Hamburger from Webster.
Green light. Go.
And we're going to Hamburger. Got a great start there. Webster also good, but is on the defensives. Gary Smith got a great drive up. Gary's going around the outside of Webster. Webster's running him wide. Chris Header gets ahead. It looks like. Did he get ahead? He did get ahead of Smee. Great job there from Chris. And it looks like everyone's through unscathed, which I'm absolutely shocked at. Now it's all about being patient. You can't really overtake here. You'd want to be an unreal driver. Oh, Gary Smith's gone. Okay. There has been killings. So I'm going to stay on with Gary. So Gary and Franklin. I wonder, did Franklin get too involved, or did Gary get too involved with Webster? So Franklin's catching up here. Gary's one way, come back across. Franklin's going on the inside. Oh, Gary was following the racing line there. I don't think anyone else got tagged. No, Gary just has to stop. Oh, that was close for Guy Coonahan going to get involved there, but that is tough going. So you got Franklin then with Guy Coonahan. And Gary's quite a bit back. Smee and Dudley though, fighting away. Dudley on the inside, Smee on the outside. Smee has won the battle for the next corner to have the optimum position. And actually has Dudley at bay with Mr. Massey getting right there as well. And Matty Gamble gets by Alex as Franklin gets by Coonahan as well. It is all happening here at the race start. But look at this, Dudley is all over the back of Smee. Wowzers. Wow. Oh, as Smeagol was absolutely flying. He's going to lose a few positions there with that. Matty Gamble has a much better drive and is now getting that toe as well. Probably a little bit too far back, but Massey definitely gets by as well as Dudley did. Matty Gamble not too far off, and that's the last lad you want to be on your back is Matty Gamble. The man is super fast and so consistent in that BMW as well. Ferrara having a great job there, up in 10th position. Franklin in 12th. Gary down in the last position, unfortunately for him, with that incident with Franklin. Tedder up in third position now. So Tedder's up 3 positions, as is Dudley and Massey. Smee is down 2 and Gamble's up 4, so Gamble's the biggest winner so far of this race in terms of position. Hamling already 2.5 seconds clear of this man here, Ross Webster. Absolutely crazy. Should be interesting to see what happens then come the end of this race, guys. Very interesting, to say the least. But Matty Gamble's still doing a great job. Franklin and North were swapping positions there for a minute or two. That's kind of calmed down a bit now. Dudley though all over the back of Chris Tedder here, and look at this, even behind you, got Smee and Massey and Matty Gamble. These guys are giving a hell for leather. Tedder just racing his own race. Dudley looking for a way by. Lamborghini's looking strong here in Amigos. Tedder's keeping Dudley at bay for now. Massey, can he hold back Smee? Smee is literally pushing him along. So Honda versus Lambo in a straight line. Dudley looks like he's going to go for it. No, he's given up on the idea of going for it there. Although, no, he's not. Tedder, oh, as Smee gets... Oh, did Smee just hit Matty Gamble? He did. Smee just... He let the front of that car. He started driving forward as Matty was going around. Oh, he done his best to avoid Massey, and boom, that's all it needed for Matty to get spun. Wow, so Matty is ahead of Smee anyway.
Pit window's opening.
Pit window's open, but I'm sure these guys will be feeling a bit hard done by, as Dudley just literally sends on the inside around Tedder there. Tedder runs very, very wide. I'd say them tyres are probably already crying at this stage. We know how the Honda is. But yeah, there we have Dudley in third position. Webster, happy enough, 8.3 seconds clear of all this madness. And Hamlin's 3.3 seconds clears. So you've Gary overtaking there, Ferrara as well. Ferrara's not giving up though. And Coonahan there as well. And then Massey. As Andrew Gatton left the server and didn't race, unfortunately, tonight. No. Just me and Gamble still fighting away. Coonan's had a bit of a moment. Where is he? Oh, he's had a full disconnect. Let's have a look at that there. Oh, wow. Look at guy go. Oh, he's disconnected out. I was going to go on the drone and get a good bit of footage of that. That's annoying. So down to 12 drivers, guys. Franklin versus Tirashu. Great job there. Oh, as Franklin goes down the inside, that's a lovely move there if he can stick it though, because Alex though has the drive out of the corner, so does Franklin, but I think the Ferrari will be faster in a straight line than Alex. But he holds on to that position and that's all that matters. And Gary now down in last position. Gary's trying to send it up, but nothing happening. Alex has got him back by Franklin here. These guys at it. The Franklin just run too wide. He did. That's what I thought. We're back. So these two look like they're in for a race-long battle at this rate, which will be interesting. Massey's getting close to Tether here now as well. Great stuff from these. Boom, boom. That's me and Gary are both in the pits. Great stuff. Jesse's flying out here. Great job. So Ferrari here with now, it looks like North. Can Ferrari get the move done? Or certainly side by side now. I think Ferrari's going to have the better of that McLaren. Oh, McLaren a lot later on the brakes. And Ferrari just gets out of that one there. Franklin and Alex swapping positions again, but Alex not giving up. Franklin's going to have to wait a bit. And they're after catching up with Tether now. Guys, the gaps here is crazy. Hamlin's already 5 seconds clear of Webster. There's nearly 10 seconds clear of Dudley. There's nearly 5 seconds clear of Massey, who Massey's now 1 second clear of Tether. So Alex and Franklin still at it. Franklin coming from a long way back and gets the job done on Alex. So Webster still doing a great job there up in second position. Alex North though is after having a bit of an off. Let's see what happened there. So he's coming around. Was it just tires or was it him clipping the carb too much? Oh no, he just lost it. So wee Matty Gamble, I think, is now looking like he wants to attack Alex. Matty Gamble's doing a good job behind. Good stuff happening here. Franklin, Alex, and Gamble all flat out. Weird, my audio keeps cutting in and out there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Franklin's decided to go into the barrier for a spin. So the same thing that happened north, I think it was, although a bit more dramatic. That wasn't too bad. That was a nice bit of parking. Well, he's got the job done. He's doing a good job anyway. Keeping him up 8. Franklin's coming off Ferrara. Hamling is 7 seconds clear of Webster now, who's 11 seconds clear of Dudley, who's 5 seconds clear of Massey, who's nearly 1.5 seconds clear then of Tedder, who's nearly 2 seconds now clear of Matty Gamble. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. Stop signing up to OnlyFans. Glenn, I'm signing up to your OnlyFans, you dirty whore. No, I'm seeing drops, Glenn. I'm getting worried about the stream, if I'm honest. It's on my side, I can see there's something going on with Streamlabs. So I'm seeing, can I get that resolved as well while I'm talking away? But yeah, it does seem to be getting a little bit